Yo, yo, what up? It's your boy back again. We're not in DCS today, but we are most certainly here in X-Plane. We're going to be definitely checking some stuff out here, guys, as we are trying some new flight controls on this late evening with y'all here, early morning. Chitty chitty bang bang, Captain Geo's in the house. My man, Captain Geo, and doggone Greenlight, we're waiting for your boy to try to get his controls situated. So we're gonna see what we're doing here, guys, and we are here in Atlanta. Let me go ahead and file my joint on over to Orlando and see how we are gonna handle this today, guys. I received via Amazon I'm giving the Turtle Beach Velocity Flight 1 a chance here, which for me, guys, as you see what I've been flying with, the Logitech Pro Flight, is a bit of an upgrade for me, guys, if I'm being honest here. So I know I could go get the TCA and all that other stuff, but I don't know, man. Call me old-fashioned. I like to try other stuff out first and see how if I like it. And then if I want an upgrade down the line, then I upgrade to something else. And that's kind of how I operate here, guys. So flight plan is all in the system there. And we can basically start configuring this thing, man. Our boy, like I said, Greenlight was supposed to hop into your Delta logo. I know, man, this is, I didn't have time to reload and everything. So there's no Delta on this livery. It's just, this is a special gangster plane for the night. No Delta livery up, stuff up here, just in the tail. So I really didn't have time. I was really trying to get this together to fly with Geo and Greenlight Russian, but here we are nonetheless. Let's go ahead and jump on board. The INS is already configured. Let's get enough fuel up in this thing so that we can do something purposeful here. And no Delta logo there, Bumbaclot. Let's see, fuel that we need is going to be 21,000 pounds. So let's first of all go to the airplane. I already fixed all maintenance issues supposedly, so we need to open up this and this and this. My mouse is a little bit extra sensitive, which is funny. Let's see, we're gonna need the fuel truck. Oops. Okay, fuel truck and gate config. We don't need power. Let's see, we need loader unit, and we shouldn't need anything else. Hopefully it'll let us fill it up. Let's shoot for about 170 passengers. So you can see she's not all the way full. We'll do 6,000 pounds on the cargo and 21, basically 22 on the fuel. All right, 22,000 on the fuel. Let's enter that. And there we go, 170, bada bing, bada boom. The center gravity is gonna look good. Plane is not loaded. Let's also get our, we do have Pack X up in the house here. There we go. Flight plan is looking good. 750 sun, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we can go ahead and start that. And here we go, guys. So let's also start loading the plane. So the plane is being loaded, guys. Let's look and see what SimBrief gave us as far as departure up out of here, guys, and then we will do the thing. Okay, it's got us leaving on 27 right. Let's check our Avi tab and see where we're at right now. Let's see. Alright, guys, and we'll take a look and see exactly where we're at here. Here's the airport chart, airport info. Alright, so 27 right, looks like just a straight up taxi all the way down Lima to Lima Alpha, and then we out, guys, so no big deal there. It's gonna have us leaving on the Smilts, so let's also look that up. too easy. And let's see what those winds are doing per the VATSIM network. Alright, let's see. The winds, yep, are out of the west at 5 knots. Altimeter is 3004. So let's get that in there. Altimeter is 3004. I was hoping Bumbleclop flew with me so he could try his new Toby Track IR situation. Okay guys, 3004 there on the altimeter. We are climbing up to a cruising altitude of flight level 310. Flight directors are coming on. And we won't do anything else for now until the plane is fully loaded. Get that tablet back out here. Turn that off, guys, and once the plane is loaded, actually, you know what? We can start making concessions for our departure. And let's see, IRS nav only, that's fine. Let's go to the route here and put it in Atlanta. Okay, and we're going to Orlando. Bada bing, bada boom. Delta Airlines flight 318. I literally haven't tested these controls at all. This is the test flight. That's why we're doing it so late. That way, in case I gotta delete the video because we crashed. Man, I'm just kidding. Alright, departure. We said we're departing via the Smilts 2. Runway 27 right. And yep, transition is Wale. Execute that bad boy. And then from Wale we go direct Cody to Jafar. And it's got us 36 right in Orlando. Let's double check that out if that is what we like. We check you guys out in the chat. Whoever's out there might just be Geo. And he might have went to sleep. Alright, Sleepy Dre, I'm tapping out. So Geo is definitely out. And he's night-night. Alright.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are unchanged.
Alright guys, so
if you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you.
Alright, bada bing, bada boom. Let's also go back to Orlando.
As a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down.
And let's take a look at Orlando's situation there so that we can figure out
in an emergency exit row. Please read the exit scene responsibility
about that runway 36 right.
Back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be assisted. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stored once
looks like 36 right is available. Let's go ahead and look at the approaches. I'm not, you know, some of these airports, you know, you get kind of used to what runways they typically land on. So I do need, let's see, 36 right, Cat 1, which is fine. So there is an ILS for 36 right, so that's what we're gonna do, guys, for now. Alright, so let's pull this off to the side over here. And of course we're going to be coming down on Z. Let's look at the appropriate runway. Let's see, 36 right, just Co-80 Jafar, okay. Go to the index. We're still looking at departures, man. We don't need to look at that. go. That button was kind of funky, man. It must be this angle that I'm at. I'm gonna fix this angle. We're just gonna put tramp in there for now, just blindly. Let's go down to legs. Jafar, cramp, lamp, wish, horn, Bryce, vectors, then tramp. But we can figure that out on the way there since we're just bouncing up out of here, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go to our initial ref. Lane should be loaded by now. Let's go ahead and just put 5,000 pounds of fuel up in that joint. Cruising altitude is flight level 310. Cost index will be 75. And we can come over here to takeoff. We're going to do flaps 5, which is more than appropriate. Boarded this runway, and the outside temperature, guys, if you remember, let's look at our, man, this mouse is, I did something to DCS so that I could play that, and then now the mouse is super, looks like it just bounces around everywhere. Let's see here. The temperature is 9 degrees Celsius according to the Fantastic Network. And let's select our V speeds on. There are our V speeds right there. And let's get our trims to 3.6, of course. Okay, let's wait till our hydraulics come on to mess with those trims. So that's, I got some trim stuff set up in the aircraft. Just trying to figure out here. So hopefully this works out well, guys.
We're ready to go when you are.
All right, she is ready to go when we are. So the controls may be the issues.
Good afternoon, ladies and
Let
gentlemen,
us
and
go
welcome
ahead
aboard
and
Flight 318 with service to Orlando. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 9 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode.
all right,
and your large
APU is
devices
getting
are not
started
shut
up.
down into
Can
zero.
turn some pumps
Please
on.
fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all
No fuel in the center tank.
seat backs are in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Let's get our yaw dampers on, guys. And let's make sure we have our other lights on. I binded some lights in here, but this one doesn't have the normal nav light, so we'll check out that landing altitude, guys. Let's see here. Landing altitude for runway 36 right. Elevation is 91. So we're just reducing this landing elevation. It said it was 91, so we'll go right up to 90, guys. Put this in the auto. And APU gen is on. And we should have some bleeds there. So we can definitely disconnect the external power, guys, which is right here. And let's also get that red beacon going. And let's button up our situation here, guys. Airplane is going to go to close all, and operations ground. We can get rid of the rest of this stuff since the plane is loaded. Okay, haven't tried this start pushback, but we will here in a second. Let's make sure we're all ready to go for sure. Alright, let's get our VNav on, our LNav on, guys. And bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Looking good, guys. We also need to come up top and get our hydraulics on. Let's see. Hydraulics. Let's come on. There we go. Let's get the isolation valve open. And we don't need to worry about packs or anything yet. Let's also come up top and I'll get those flight controls on for you guys. Window heat, we can go ahead and turn on. It's all electric. And the rest we will leave off for now until we get those engines fully started. There's our 22,000 pounds of fuel, of course. And let's go down here and try to start our pushback, man. All right. Let's see. Operations, ground.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
What? That was scary. Let's see if it happens again. We can use it.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this
What?
thing.
There goes my better pushback. Of course, it's acting funny, but I literally have not gotten this better pushback to work forever, so this is a miracle.
Great news, Captain. Your
That's
tow's
awesome.
coming.
So better pushback worked for me, which hasn't worked for a long time. Alright, pushback truck is going to be in operation. He'll let us know when to disconnect the actual parking brake. In the meantime, guys, let's go ahead and get that flight controls up so you can see what all the fuss is about. This is it, guys. This is the my new joint here. I probably have to configure it better, but I had to put my keyboard over here because it doesn't really fit up top too stable, which I might have to make some type of mold or mod because I do like the keyboard right here, guys. But this is it so far. Not too bad. You got your 4 throttles. You can do 4 engines on this thing. The reverse detent doesn't work. I struggled quite a bit with that, guys, so don't even try that. But if you need help, I'll help you out, guys. Okay, guys, let's get the music off. So we're gonna get the music off. Flying time is about an hour and a half. I still feel like I'm missing something here, but that's okay. Again, guys, we are going to be coming out. Basically, we're gonna come back, push nose left, tail right, and then we're gonna take Lima all the way down to 27 right and get up out of here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, guys. Parking brake is off.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Now let's see if my trims are working here. Okay, they are. I was about to say. So far the new controls haven't let me down yet. Trims are 3.6. And there's the trims. Now here's this page here. For some reason I don't like this scene.
When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten into
So I'll have to figure something else out for that. But in the meantime, guys, let's see what other scenes that we have here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even think I have any wing view set up, but there's some other controls that we can set up.
In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask.
Let's get the flight plan together.
If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove
I don't know
the
what
vest.
all that toggling
Your
that
head.
looks
Wrap
like
straps around your
the
waist
tug
and buckle
drivers
up the
doing
front.
some gangster
Pull the
driving
strap
out
to
there.
tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and
18 and 15.
are all in their
Let's
full
see.
upright
18
position.
and
We
17.
remind you that
Okay.
this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Found in the safety card located in the seat
All right,
back in
let's
front
go
of
set
you.
that parking brake. Parking brake is set.
And let us know if you have
And we're
any
disconnecting the
questions.
tow.
Thank
Give me
you for
just
I'm just
joining
trying to
us,
get
and
us
we
at
hope
least
you
2
enjoy
views
your
in the
flight.
back, so I'm trying to see, quick look 5, 8. There we go. Quick looks. This one we're gonna change to 17. And let's see, quick look 5. Okay, we'll just save that for now, so we can get out of here. We'll fix the rest up in the air. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright guys, we are good to go for a start. Let's go ahead and get our transponder on. We're going to do flight level, 2200 for our transponder code. And now we should start the engines. Okay,
And
we're starting the right
disconnected.
side here,
Signal and
guys.
pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
It's going to be looking for 21. Get this to RTO. Again, this is really, I hate rushing my flights, but this is really just a test flight, guys. To test it out with these controls. We'll let that bad boy stable out. It's kind of quiet in the back. Okay, that one is stable. We can go ahead and get that into our continuous. Funny thing was, Gio was going to try. He got a new Toby eye tracker. Alright, guys. We do have our V speeds already confirmed. We got number 1 coming up, guys. In the meantime, we can go ahead and connect that right generator. Get the right pack engine on, engine bleed on, and we'll leave it off until we switch them all out. Let's go ahead and introduce that fuel, is what it's asking for us to do. In the meantime, we can go ahead and set our flaps to 5. So far, all the key bindings are working. I'll explain to you guys what I had to do thus far in order to get this up and running. Okay, I did, for whatever reason, accidentally looking for the camera. I closed the Avi tab down, so let's get that back up and running so we can announce our taxi, even though there should be nobody here. It's the middle of the night. So we're just going to leave 1 Sierra Lima all the way down to 27 right. Alright, let's go up top. And sounds like we're good for the left side generator. Now we can get both of our bleeds on, of course. Turn the APU off. Close the isolation valve. And get our bleeds on all the way. Get our trim air on. Left and right recirculation fans. We can leave the APU generator on, but shut the APU off, if that makes any sense, folks.
We're ready for departure.
And she says we're ready for departure. Let's do this. Let's also get our flight deck, air, everything to auto. Everything is to auto. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get this over to the continuous right here, guys. We don't need to worry about that or that. Everything up top is looking good. Emergency lights are on. And of course we can come down. The hydraulics are on. We'd have no low pressures. All of our buses are tied, as well as our generators connected. APU's off. Fuel has been double checked. Landing altitude has been set for 90 feet. Isolation valve is now closed with the packs all on. Non-smoking seat belts are on. Good to go, guys. Let's scroll back down to the bottom and let us get our we'll put our logo light on, and let's get our runway turnout lights on, guys. And you know how I like to do it officially. Let's do our official check here. And again, sorry about the horrible livery, but we're doing this kind of late night on purpose. And let's make our call outs. Let's make sure we're still transmitting on the VATSIM network. And Atlanta traffic, Delta 318, pushback from the gate Tango 2 will be taxiing to runway 27 right via Lima for Atlanta traffic. Alright guys, back in we go. Let me get something over here so I can double check the view. Everything looks good. Let's go back in. Let me move that. Gotta figure that out. That cord is kind of crazy right now. Let me see if I can swing this thing around this for now to keep it out of my way. There we go. Okay, now we need to do our flight controls check. Let me slide them over a little bit. I had them all set up for DCS earlier, which we did fly. Alright guys, so let's go rudder right, rudder left, and toe brake. Okay, it actually took the brakes off. That's not what we wanted. But what we need to do in the meantime is come over here and put this into the flight controls configuration. Okay, there was that rudder left. Rudder right, rudder left. Alright. Full up, neutral, full down, neutral, aileron left, and aileron right. Alright, now we need to check our reversers. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's get those brakes all the way off. And that's what we needed to check for my button. Let's see. Okay, altitude does disagree, so we need to get 3004 on the other side. Alright, 3004. Flaps are set to 5. Parking brake FMC message. Let's check that message. Complete. We're looking good there. Bada bing, bada boom. There is no message. Oh, you know what? If you take off and you don't put this on something right here, it's going to tell you that they disagree. So at least get this on legs. There we go. Alright, guys. Without further ado, parking brake is released. I feel like I need to sit a little further down. There we go. Might have to end up moving my seat up. These are kind of far out. Alright guys, and we are on the move. Alright guys, we're on the roll. Flaps are set. Huh. What FMC message are we getting here? Ah, it's on the other side. There we go. That's just talking about the IRS, but nonetheless, I don't like to leave nothing to the imagination. Be nice if this thing was a little further out. Would be the only thing I would say so far. Because I feel like if I would sit closer, that wouldn't be the option. Just because of the distance of how this is. The grip feels pretty good. It doesn't feel as stiff as like the Logitech Pro Flight that I've been using. Obviously, it's not going to feel as smooth as a as like the honeycomb or whatever. But so far, so good. We'll see how she reacts once we take off. I would say I wish there was a way to bind these two together. So I might have to do that with some type of hair tie or something. Get creative. So those two kind of work at the same. Because they're kind of loose once you get them up. There's not enough really tension in there to get them kind of like how I want them to feel. So we're going to take this all the way down, guys, to Lima Alpha. So it's just going to curve around. You can see that runway is kind of, or the taxiway is slanted a little bit. Alright guys, let us do what we came to do here. The Smelts 2. Alright, we got our departure pulse going there. Line of traffic, Delta 318. Be lining up on runway 27 right, immediate departure on the Smelts 2. Climbing unrestricted flight level 310 with no speed restriction for Atlanta traffic. Alright guys, you know what time it is. Landing lights are coming on. Strobes are on. Flaps are set to 5 and confirm. Finals clear as could be. Just got to get our auto throttle on and start our clock. So we're flying a hood Delta 1 here since we don't have the full logo on, as Geo pointed out. Okay guys, we're lined up all straight. Let's get that auto throttle on. And set this to takeoff, of course. And let's get that clock going. Alright guys, here we go. Wish us luck. Come on Turtle Beach, don't fail us now. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed's alive. Knots. Coming up on V1. V rotate. Gears coming up. Pitch it down. Okay, that was my fault on the controls. Let's see here.
Don't sink. Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
Okay, we got it on autopilot, but let's try to do a little bit better job. Flaps are coming up. Almost a scary one. I had to, where I signed the pitch at, I'm just trying to make sure that thing works good. Line of traffic, Delta 318 is clear, runway 27 right, climbing out of the Smilts 2, last call, line of traffic. Alright guys, so we're good there. We do have it in the, Alright, we had somebody reporting in, but we didn't really hear them that well. Let's go ahead and get those runway turnoffs off.
Traffic Delta 459, 48 miles, final 6 track.
So there's some late night owls on there as well. And we can get the nose gear off, and everything else is looking good, guys. There it is. We got our one view in there now. All right, let's get those flight controls off, and we can also get rid of the pulse. We are airborne, and flight controls coming off.
portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please use
Alright guys, she is up and at 'em.
Flight and do not form a line near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page via a small key for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight PC thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV library.
And the lights are coming off. Alright, view ID 18 is what it is. Let's find out what the next quick look is. There it is. Alright, you guys, we do have a couple of views set up. We can manipulate those if we want to. I'm not really worried about the views at this point. Just worried about this flight controls check. So the landing is what's gonna be to tell everything. So we'll see how she trims out on the way in. We'll see how everything works out for us. It's really what the goal is. So if we come here and look at our legs page, we can see we should be cruising at Mach for a little bit at 0.80. Again, not an entirely long flight. We will have a little bit there at cruise. This looks like this is for a step climb. We won't be doing a step climb, so all this will be at 310, 310, 310, descending down to meet this piece right here. And of course, we weren't the best at taking a look at our actual flight plan because we were kind of rushing through this thing, so we will though. Matter of fact, let's get some jams on now and just do that right now. Alright. Let us look at something here on this late night flight. I didn't expect, it's a Thursday night. This is exactly what I expected. Hardly anyone on here, but this is going to be a great test for us to stream it. And see how we do on the landing with this Turtle Beach joint. Let's see what is going on here. Let's go previous so we can step through. Alright. And we'll come over here to this view. And yeah, I need to set up some other keys so that we can actually look down. But there's one thing that we can do to trick that. We can just come right over here into toggle the control panel and retain mouse look for this view. Save cameras. Now we can maintain that look here so we can see exactly what's going on here, guys. There's Smelts. Let's go ahead and step through it. So you can see if we're landing north. Let me see, tramp, Flowsy. Okay, so that's the way back in right there. Let's go to previous page. Oops. Okay, so right here at Dory, we'll come straight down. Let's see, Dory, boom. Okay, I think there's one more, Bryce. Yep, Bryce. And then we'll, yeah, so we'll be basically left downwind of the runway, so that's actually fine. Then we got our vectors, and then on over to Tramp. So that'll work, guys. Okay, so we're going to be pretty much at the top of our climb here in a second, guys. Pretty clear skies right now, so nothing too bad here. Alright, 2992 is in there. So guys, we are totally in our cruise right now. Let's see, we've got 1 nautical mile to our top of climb, which that's all done. So now we should be get a nice reporting on top of descent coming up soon. Top of descent, 1841 or 205 miles. So let's look at the time. Up in this piece. So we only got about, let's see, 15, 25, 35, about 25 minutes to get this thing on the ground or to start our descent, so we're doing okay there. You guys can see we're right at that barber's pole as far as this side is concerned, which you can see it digitally measured a little bit differently.
Starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks.
Let's see, altimeters are in the standard position. All landing lights, turn offs, and taxi lights are off, guys. the bottom of our descent is here. Boom. And it's Bryce, it's 5,000. So with that being said, we're going to put 5,000 in. That is for our descent. And of course, we'll be checking the weather. And there we go, guys. We are up and at 'em. We will be descending in about 20 minutes. So we also have our little wing view set up here. Get you guys a little bit closer to a view there. And we're chilling, guys. I'm your boy. I'm thirsty. This is the second stream of the day. We did a DCS stream earlier. Now we're doing this one. So guys, guess what? I'm gonna be right back with you. I'll check back in a few seconds. I need to get some water, hit the head really quick, come back, and it should be pretty much time to get this thing on the ground. Your boy will be right back. guys, it's your boy checking back in with you. Let's go back up to the front and see what we're doing for our top of descent as we continue our journey on over to Orlando. Okay guys, progress 1842, 105 miles to our top of the descent, guys. And what that looks like for us in time, what do we say, 29? Okay, 42, so we have top of descent roughly in about 12 minutes, guys. So that's actually perfect because that gives me enough time to continue stuffing my face. I'm over here eating some of my wife's leftovers that we still had up in that piece, so we can take a look. Here's our top of descent. It's over 80 miles to go, so we'll leave it right here, guys. Listen, it's late here, at least even on the West Coast now. It's late. It's 1:48 in the morning. Kids don't have school tomorrow, which is awesome. That's why I'm up kicking it late with you guys. But it's like 4 in the morning on the East Coast, so I didn't expect a whole lot. We are showcasing our new Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight controls that came in today, so I'm kind of seeing how they feel, and the real test is going to be on approach when we're coming in for a landing. So that is going to be the test, guys, and we'll see if we can these things can stand the time of the test of time here. So leaving, the pitch trim was a little bit shaky, but we might be able to fix that. So on the way in, we'll figure out how these controls are treating us. In the meantime, guys, sit back and relax, and we'll keep it going. I'll be right back. Let me finish stuffing my face, and then we'll get ready for our arrival. Zuby is in the house, man. Thanks for checking in. Howdy back to you, Zuby, guys. And we are back in the flight deck for the duration of the flight. I've totally done stuff in my face here, guys. So without further ado, let's check out the VATSIM latest and greatest on the MEDAR for Orlando. See what it gives us. Alright, 3008 on the altimeter. Temperature is 11, guys, and the winds are out of the north, so landing on 36 right is appropriate. And we'll just go ahead and keep that, guys. We will be starting our top of descent here shortly. Thanks for riding along, guys, on this late night one. I normally don't like to rush a stream. Not that I felt like I rushed it. However, it wasn't in the best of conditions because I'm trying out my new flight controls, guys. So I'm just going to turn those on early for you guys because this is what we're testing out. This is the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight. Comes with this flight throttle system here, as well as this, or a flight yoke system here, as well as this these throttles. This piece connect. It has a pitch wheel. I haven't figured out how to get that going yet. And it's also, if you're flying general aviation aircraft, it's got this down here. But right now we're using these. Yeah. The only thing I would say, it'd be nice if these little arms could extend out a little bit more for control. It's completely programmable. This thing also is designed, I guess, to work with Xbox One. So what I read on it is for Windows 10 PCs only. So once I upgrade the next PC, hopefully it's a Windows 10. If not, then I'm still going to get the TCA for that. But I definitely wanted to give this thing a try. For me, it is an upgrade from what I currently have, which is the Logitech Pro Flight. People saying, "Oh, Dre, why don't you just go and get the big upgrade?" Well, here's the thing. If I find stuff like this that I enjoy and I want to upgrade down the future, then I still have an upgrade ready for me. Otherwise, and so far I like it. I like the way it feels. It feels probably not as obviously as smooth as like a honeycomb yoke or the new TCA. However, it is better than a Logitech, and it's a great value. It's got plenty of buttons on this thing. I mean, I actually ran out of stuff to put on these buttons, if I'm being honest with you. So let's come here really quick and reduce the situation here so we can really get a look at our top of descent. So we still have decided to land on runway 36 right, so let's go ahead and toggle the tablet here and get ready for our arrival. So these Atlanta situations we can definitely do away with. Okay, that's ILS 36 right, which that's the one we'll be taking. And it's 110.7 with the course of 005. So 110.7, 110.7.005. So let's just set that guy right there for right now. 110.7.005. All right, there we go. 110.7 and 005 on the heading with a decision or a radial altimeter height of 158. Of 158. That's good enough for government work there. And we will be starting our descent here shortly, guys. Now, I'm not wholly entirely familiar with Orlando. I just know it's a really weird airport, and in terms of so this guy parks at gate 72. Okay, let's see what that looks like for us. Our FPS is extremely low. So there was just a drop for whatever reason. So we said this thing parks at gate 72. That's airside 3, 1, and 3. So it must park at airside. It's 1 and 3, 2 and 4. So there you go. So it parks at airside 4, 72. See, we're coming in on 36 right. Back taxi. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's leave that kind of right there. And let me check you guys out in the chat. Everybody's looking good, pretty quiet here, and we are on our way down, guys, as you can see. And we are descending via the Jafar 2. Orlando traffic, Delta 318 is vacated. Flight level 310 is a Boeing 757-300. Will be continually descending via the Jafar 2, expecting full stop runway 36 right, Orlando traffic. Alright guys, we're really going to see how these flight controls treat us. Alright guys, so this is just a simple test flight with these flight controls. If you're up and watching the stream right now, current time on the West Coast is 2:03 in the morning, which means on the East Coast everybody's waking up, getting ready to go get their gym routine in for Friday, as well as getting ready to get their commute on so they can top it off with a little bit of breakfast on the way to work, and then get the job done. And it is Friday, so hopefully a lot of happy folks will be off today, and definitely off on the weekend. So too bad I didn't get this done earlier. We could have had a lot more chatting going on, especially because I flew DCS earlier, and can't really be too chatty on that while you're doing it live, just because there's so much going on. Yeah guys, so we're bringing it on in. Little haze there. So we're gonna land, and looks like we got another bot there that I need to take off with my old rusty dusty phone. Alright, there we go. I had to do my own dirty work, if you will, and we are descending on into Atlanta, guys. And, not Atlanta, I'm sorry, Orlando. We'll be using our situation here. Hopefully it treats us well. A little bit of cloud cover there, guys. So we are in our way to Orlando. This will be our first landing with this Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight. It's pretty cool. It's got a little display here. When you get Microsoft 2020, let's see how this thing is pitching up here, making me a little nervous. This thing is supposed to be configured and already have profiles for Microsoft 2020. It's really compatible with X-Plane, but the profiles aren't. So you essentially have to set it up. Now, with my Logitech ProFlight, there's a detent like these have here. You can see these are actually in the reverse mode. Only it doesn't work here. The curve doesn't work. The thing that Logitech did, which was genius, when it went into a detent, it made that another button. So if they were to have made this detent, once you go in there, be another button, we could have easily put this into reverse thrust. That's the easy workaround. But they don't do that. So instead, you know, we have a reverse thruster mapped onto our situation here, which I don't wholeheartedly like. I like using that, you know, actual how it is supposed to be. But, you know, there's always something, right? So there you go. So normally I don't put these controls on until we get a little closer, but I have them on for you guys right now so you can check it out. And again, it's got the three, if you're doing general aviation, it's got your throttle, your prop conditioners, and your fuel mixture here. And then if you want to fly aircraft that have 4 engines, you got, you know, 4 throttle levels right there, smaller, so it's pretty good. You got all these buttons here, which of course on this aircraft didn't particularly work because they're named something different. It's almost like the general aviation aircraft. You can toggle, you can toggle the servers, which is the autopilot, but it won't work on the 737 and other aircraft because it's named something different, including the Airbus, which the autopilots are AP1 and AP2. So you have to actually map a button for that in that specific profile. So there's a few things to play around with, but no deal breaker so far, guys. No deal breaker so far. So let's see what we can do to go ahead and get in here, guys, with you know, no delay. All right, guys. So we are on our way in. And again, guys, this was just a really quick test flight in this 757. All right, let's jump that track iron on. Let's reduce what we can see here. Orlando traffic, Delta 318, Boeing 757-300 is on the Jafar 2 direct. Jafar expecting full stop runway 36 right, Orlando traffic. All right. Okay, guys, you know we got the altimeter earlier. The altimeter is 3008. Of course, it's going to say altitude disagree. That's because we have to switch it over here as well. .3008. That sign should have extinguished itself. And the winds coming into that spot are only 4 knots, so really no factor. And I believe the runways are nice and long, so at least 12,000 feet is under my expectation, 12,005 feet. So we'll come up and taxi all the way back down via Bravo, and we'll take Bravo to Echo, and then Echo 4 into Airside 4. I believe that's where our gate was at, guys. I believe that's where our gate was at, guys. So with that being said, we can go ahead and get our initial ref all situated here. So we'll do a landing of flaps 25, makes it about 140 on the touchdown speed. You can see 11070.005. 11070.005. So we do have our ILS all situated. And let's get our heading situated as well. Once we make our turn here, we will see 180, 130, 127. Okay, 181 should be the southern turn here. Let's see where that southern turn is at. So at Dory, that'll represent which are, let's see, Dory, yes, should be 181. Then 186, so let's go ahead and get that in there. And for our auto brake, guys, we can get this bad boy. We can probably do 2. And let's do 3. Just to be on the safe side, guys. Alright, guys, we're inbound to Orlando. And we can see the Orlando surrounding area at its finest. Traffic, Delta 318, it's a Boeing 757-300, currently at 12,000, and we are direct to Wish, expecting full stop, runway 36 right. We will be turning downwind shortly, left downwind for runway 36 right, and we'll be calling a base turn as well to final for Orlando traffic. Alright guys, so we are reeling it in for real. 5,000 is going to be the bottom of our descent there, and then of course we need to grab our chart here, as long as it's going to work with us. And let's look at our approach chart here, guys. So we need Tramp at 5,000 as well, so that kind of works out. Then Flazzy at 4 and on the way in, so we'll have plenty of time to do what we need to do. I don't know why I put that way down there. I'll have to look up and get that. I got a keyboard in my way now because of this new controller, the way it's set up. And there is downtown Orlanditos. Getting ready to make our right turn. And kind of hang out here and watch this turn happen. So yeah, guys, this is the flight control. Again, when you connect this thing, you need to make sure on the digital panel here in the middle of the yoke that it says PC. You can go Xbox or PC. It also can do Xbox games as well, but it is compatible, as you can see, with Windows 10, which is what I have, Windows 10's PCs. And again, it's more or less optimized for Microsoft 2020 as far as easy presets and profiles, but most of the things I have for X-Plane, there is no preset or profile. So let's go ahead and get that music off.
Any track one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the back pocket or under the seat.
Alright guys,
Please complete all Wi-Fi related
we are below 10,000, you know what that means. Let's just go do it this way. Landing lights are all coming on. They made this switch like super special. There we go. There we go. And again, I didn't have a chance to update this, guys. So, you know, this is whatever version I last flew it on, however long ago I flew it on. All right. Those speed brakes down. She is slowing down where she needs to go. And we're going to descend down to 5,000. Alright. Speed brake is armed. Auto brakes are armed. And as you can see, we are totally downwind. There's the field there. So we'll be landing on 36 right and taxiing back down here. I think this is Echo, and we'll come back over here. Here's airside 4. Supposedly we're looking for gate 72. You just make sure we are still appropriately transmitting on the VATSIM network, just in case. Orlando traffic, Delta 318 is down, left downwind of runway 36 right. We'll be calling left base, left final, full stop runway 36 right for Orlando traffic. Alright guys. Hopefully all goes well here. About 1,000 to go. Let's look and see what that FMC message says. Drag required, that's fine. We're still going to be making our turn to Tramp, so that's no big deal. Let's go ahead and get it on the heading mode. Speed's looking good. We'll go ahead and go one stage flaps down. Speed check flaps 1. Let me make sure my seat here is amicable to our arrival. Alright guys, and we may be able to, I actually kind of want to do this thing visually, even though we are going to be on the ILS. Okay, if you look at the clock down there, we're right at 59 minutes. Flying time here was about an hour and 9 minutes, I think, so we're pretty much on time. Alright, so Tramp at 5, Flozzy at 4, and Silky at 3. We'll just keep coming on down, guys. Alright, we're keeping the speed on us there. And we can also go speed check. Another stage of flaps. And don't forget, guys, we're only landing flaps 25. We come take a look at our initial ref here. We are doing 25 with a speed of 140. Orlando traffic, Delta 318, left base, turn for runway 36 right. We'll call left to final for Orlando traffic. And we're already where we need to be speed-wise, guys, so we're good there. Now the whole thing is to kind of get on the ILS and take the controls over and get that speed down. And we can go another stage of flaps. Flaps 5, since our speed is copacetic, and that'll drop the nose for us a little bit. Keeping us nice and low, guys. Keep in mind we are downwind. Actually left base right now, not downwind. We just came off of our downwind leg. And we're on the left base, and we'll be doing left to final here shortly. Almost a perfect turn done by hand. As far as the autopilot is concerned, localizer is captured. Approach is captured. Let's start reducing that speed now to 170. And we are on the localizer. Orlando traffic, Delta 318 is now turning left to final. We'll call 5 mile final, full stop runway 26 right, or 36 right as you were for Orlando traffic. Alright guys, we're on that ILS. You can see the field quite a bit. The airplane is going to configure itself to do its best job to line itself up. Nice and slow is what we want. Okay, now we can sit up a little higher, match that headrest over there. Alright guys, all landing lights and runway turnoffs and nose gear lights are on and confirmed. And we do have the auto brake is armed, or auto spoilers are armed, and we have brakes to 3. And we are on our way in, guys. Now, the next thing that I want to do is get our taxi chart. We're going to airside 4. So once we land, we'll be somewhere down here, and we'll figure out where we're coming back on Bravo. Alright, guys. Landing gear is coming down. Laps are being set to 25. And our speed's going to be 140. Orlando traffic, Delta 318 is on a 10-mile final, expecting full stop runway 36 right. So, Turtle Beach, we will see what you do on this landing. Okay, gear is down. Confirm 3 green. Flaps are set to landing. They are set at 25, indicating 25. Landing lights are on. Auto brakes are set to 3. Spoilers are armed. And clearance by way of our own selves has been given, guys. So let's see what we get here. Now, I'm going to take the autopilot off now. I don't know how it's going to treat us, but we'll keep auto throttles on. Let me see how these trims work. Not too bad. Not too bad so far, guys. Okay, let's try to manage our speed as well. Pretty smooth, guys. Definitely smoother than the Logitech, I can tell you that. It's definitely a come up. Pulling back on that speed a little bit. I like it. It's pretty smooth, guys, to be honest with you. Very smooth in comparison to the Logitech joints. Pretty smooth.
1,000.
Definitely a come up for me so far. Jump a little bit. Check.
Minimums.
Little high.
Light slope.
It's okay though.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright guys, we got a great landing. Let's hold that nose up as long as possible. Still holding that nose up. Alright, let that nose down. Reversers are out. Not too bad, still some getting used to it, but we still had a great landing, negative 208. Reversers are still out. Okay, reverse free. Okay, auto brakes are done. And welcome to Orlando, guys. Not my best work, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is the first time I use this flight yoke, so I'll still be getting used to it.
2:12 p.m. and it's currently about 52 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If
Welcome
this is
to
your final
Orlando, guys.
destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation.
So flight
of your
controls
journey.
work pretty good. We'll just roll it out here, and we know we're going to take Bravo. Orlando traffic, Delta 318 is vacating runway 36 right, and we will be taxiing to ramp via Bravo. Last call, Orlando traffic. Alright guys, so we did make it. Landing lights off. Strobes off. And flaps are coming up clean. See, now we needed that perspective for landing, but now I feel like we're way too high. Still a little bit high in the seat. So Captain Geo, another content creator, which most of you are going to know that follow my channel, he now has a head moving, I think it's called a Toby. And he said he's definitely going to have to get used to that Toby. Because it is definitely a different experience when you fly with Track IR versus anything else. Okay guys, so we're cruising right along. We're going to stay on this here. And we're going to take Bravo all the way down until we get to Echo, then Echo 4. Echo 4. So nice test flight, guys. Gonna be looking for Echo here. And yeah. Oh, that was such a pain in the butt to turn off. That's Bravo. Let's make sure we're not passing what we need to. Okay, we're not. We should keep going. So guys, good arrival here. I really do like the smoothness of it. I got to get used to. Well, this is probably not the best aircraft to start off practicing on, which we did, which is really a no-no. You see, the Boeing 767 and the 757, in my opinion, have a delayed throttle. Meaning, it's not immediate. You know, some aircrafts, you throw on the power, you take the power out. This one, it's almost like a little delay until the aircraft is doing what you really want it to do. And you just have to know that about the 757 and 767s. That your throttle inputs, they are happening real time, obviously, but it takes longer for them, for the response to be observed, if you will, as you're flying. In my opinion, that's how my Boeing 757-7300 experiences have gone. Okay, we just have to go a little further, like we knew it was going to be a straight up gangsta taxi here, but that's okay. Biggest thing is that we made it in, guys. Okay, the next one should be Echo. Okay, this is definitely got to be Echo here. Which it is. The good thing is with this thing, man, it was really easy to hold that nose up. I would definitely have to say that the my other flight control system, Logitech ProFlight, although love it, it's always done its job. Not always easiest to hold the nose up like that because of the stiff input that it has. It's got kind of a stiff input, if you will. Alright, so yeah, we do got to go over this little bridge right here, which is what I thought. Then we're going to look for Echo 4 or 5. I tell you what, you better have your taxi game straight when you come to Orlando, like Chicago. Now we got to go over this little bridge situation here. Bacazzato says he missed it. I told you, Bacazzato, I'd be back. Big up to you, Bacazzato. That's all right. You missed it, but you can catch it on the replay. We'll be doing more, testing our new flight controls up. And I would have been done earlier, but I was trying to find the doggone reverser detent setup for this. Come to find out, there is no setup. So I kind of figured out what Logitech's ProFlight did. They have a detent as well. But what they did is into their detent, they literally made it a button. So when you go into reverse thrust with the Logitech ProFlight, essentially what you're doing once you go into the reverse detent is you're activating another button in which they map to toggle max reverse. So that's what the trick is, guys. So do not try to look for setting up the detent for this thing. It's not going to work. Okay, guys. But let's slow our roll up here a little bit and come in, and then we're going to watch the replay, guys. Now 72 was supposed to be on the backside, so we'll see if that holds true. Because this flight, we did the real gate. We left out of Terminal Tango in Atlanta, out of Gate Tango 2. And we're supposed to be landing here at Gate 72. So this is the real flight. Delta does this flight in a Boeing 757 or 767. And I'm assuming it's such a large aircraft for such a short flight, because a lot of people are going to Disney World and that stuff. And Atlanta Hartsfield is one of the more busier airports for connections. So that makes sense why there's still, because you really don't find this type of aircraft flying almost any domestic routes, domestic to domestic, just because it's not fuel efficient. But they're going to do it based off of the need. Okay, let's see what we got here. See if we can find our gate. That looks like 64. Honestly, this gate here looks good. That way we don't belabor it. It looks like a nice long gate 72 would be, so let's just bring it down to this one. I don't know if it's 72. What we got here? It actually says 82, so I'm assuming those are the 70s over there, but we'll bring it in right here, guys. We probably should have went on the straighter one, but that's okay. Okay, our guy woke up. Good for him. Alright, guys. It is official. We made it. APU generator is on. Get that red beacon off. Turn those packs off. The bleeds go on for the APU. And guys, we made it into Orlando. It was a late one, of course. Nonetheless, we did it. This whole flight was just to try our new Turtle Beach flight controls out, and it definitely, for me, passed the test. I definitely like them, and I appreciate everybody riding along. You know we're going to do some replays now. So welcome into Orlando, guys. Happy Friday to you guys. TGIF. It is probably no longer Thursday anyway, so there's no need to say that, guys. And let's go ahead and start disappearing a bunch of stuff that we just don't need to see, man. That we just don't need to see. And let's also get let's get rid of that so we have a clean screen for the replay. And welcome it in to Orlando International Airport, you guys. You know what the deal is. Let's go ahead and disconnect from the VATSIM network. And we shall queue up the replay, and then we'll be calling it a night, guys. Or should I say, a morning. Alright, she was floating in quite nicely, folks. Just the way we like to. Nice and controlled. Again, that's our ghetto livery of Delta. Literally just a tail. I didn't have time to look for a better livery, guys. I just wanted to get this flight. Captain Geo and Greenlight were supposed to fly with me, but it got way too late. You can see she was configured, looking good, nice and stable. At this point, we were hand flying it. And she wasn't doing a bad job. The pitch was doing everything that it needed to do, guys. You can see here just come in through that last little bit of haze. Now let's watch how long. I'm pretty sure it wasn't as centerline as your boy normally likes it, but nonetheless, I think we did a great job of holding that nose up, and that Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight made it very easy to keep that nose up, to use the aircraft to bleed more speed by causing the nose to stay up longer, keeping more resistance of air on that fuselage and those wings. So let's see if we did as good as we thought we did in terms of holding that nose up. Not hitting the touchdown, it was definitely a little bit of a float there. Alright, there we go, working on that pitch. Alright, bring that nose down a little bit. No tail strike. Look at that nose held up. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. I knew I held that nose up. Look at that. Look at that. It's like it's doing a Papa Willie. The whole, look at that. Wow. Okay. Okay, Turtle Beach. I like it. I definitely couldn't have done that much nose up with the Logitech. That's for sure. Let's watch that again, guys. Let's watch that again. That was something special there. I mean, I haven't flown this aircraft in a long time. The last time I flew was 67. You guys saw that in San Diego. The Logitech controls were kind of messed up for me. Let's watch how we held that nose up, guys. Watch this. A little bit of a float, but what's amazing is the controls were so easy for me to get down and just hold that nose up. We're working on that pitch a little bit. We pitched her down just a little bit. No tail strike, which is a good thing. And we just held that nose up. Look at that. Look at it. It's like it's doing a Papa Willie. Come on. Boom. Very nice. Very nice, guys. I like it a lot. Okay, let's check this out. A couple different views. You guys know how I like to roll. Yo, look at that pitch. It's like a rocket. Bye, y'all. Definitely a little left of center. Now look, as we're doing our Papa Willie, I got on the rudder pedals for sure. Got her lined up. Let's look at that front nose gear. A lot closer to the center than it was going to be, guys. A lot closer to the center than it was going to be. Let's see, there's one more I need to do just to make her proud, even though she's sleeping like a baby right now. That's wifey. There's a certain view that she likes. Look at her just roaring in. Again, definitely not center line, but we for sure felt the power to hold that nose up. Look at that. Booyah! I like it a lot. Alright, let's get a bit of a walk back here. Alright guys, it was a late one. Thanks for riding along. Whoever rode along, appreciate you late night owls along with me. Flight controls is complete. We also did check the flight controls, use them for the very first time on the stream and for the very first time ever with you guys. So appreciate you riding along for that. If you're watching it post stream, thanks for the support. If anybody's thinking about getting these Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight, a few things, I'm still going to test it out. Literally though, I put this thing out of the box up here and flew this, didn't test it anywhere else, so this was the test flight. Appreciate you guys riding along. You know how we're going to do it. We're going to ride it out to this wing replay. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow streaming, maybe I won't, but hopefully I will. You know, because it's in the blood, baby. My blood starts getting a little shaky if I haven't streamed for a while. So anyway guys, big up to you. Sweet dreams or happy morning. Have a good workout, have a good day at work, or have a good day at home. Have a good day doing whatever it is you're doing. I'm your boy Dre Sanchez, man. Thanks for riding along. We did 2 streams today, DCS and this stream. So if you didn't see the DCS stream, go back and check it out. And obviously if you watching this stream, you watched this stream hopefully, or at least you did. Anyway, God bless everyone. We'll see you next time here on the channel. Big up to you guys, and as always, please treat each other kindly and be patient with yourself, and everything else will fall in place, and put God first. I'm gone.